On your marks.
So 12 and a half laps ahead of them now. Split start once again. You can see the tall figure of Chris Dale in the outer lanes. And I reckon that might be Clifford leading the way through on those inner lanes as they start to really get themselves established here in this 5,000 metre Open Championship for men. So Dale brings them across. He's going to assume the lead, so someone's got to take it. And Chris Dale's going to be your man. So Latouf, he's sitting out wide. So Clifford up there early. El Said also sitting there nicely. Connor Latouf, the Queenslander, in the white singlet. Garbelotto sitting pretty in the lead pack at the moment as Gebra Celeste goes wide. So one to watch for here. Harry Norman, 8:07 last week for 3,000 metres. Obviously Liam Cashin, 8:01 last week. Not far off his PB of 7:57 over the 3,000 metre journey. So Cashin probably sitting towards the front. So go through about 71, 72. So not a super fast opening lap there. As we see Clifford now taking the lead. Gebra Celeste deciding he's going to go up with him. Dale in next position. Now Said on the rails. Norman just behind him. Now Clifford takes the lead. So the Tasmanian, Sam Clifford, he's got a 14:02 best time in 2020. He's also a 3:44 1,500 metre runner. So he has got a little bit of pace. So at the moment, Cashin's sitting at the back a little bit with Schaumburg. El Said sitting in third. Latouf in fourth. Norman's one to watch. Great to see Will Garbelotto back in the pack. Baggett's not far off the back of him. Baisha, next position. Then Shanahan, Kernahan, Stote, the marathoner, Tom Bowers. He's won the under 25,000. Now he's stepping up to that senior level. Done it next to him. Now we're seeing Cashin start to make his moves through the pack. So big lead now for Clifford though. So the Tasmanian trying to take this event by the scruff of the neck early as they come down to approach the 1 kilometre mark. So pace was decent but not super quick as the opening laps unfurled, but now we're seeing Clifford decide he really wants to take this thing up and he's going to go through probably low 250s as we go through the 1 kilometre. So 2:53. Gebra Celeste, El Said, Latouf, Dale. Now Cashin's becoming more prominent. Comes alongside Norman. Norman's one to watch though. DeConza's deciding to sit around the back of the pack with Bowers. Done it just ahead of them. Now it's El Said driving forward. Now it's becoming a long line down the back straight. That means it is a fast race. Cashin, probably race favourite, sitting in about 6th position at the moment. Gebra Celeste now coming alongside the young man from Western Athletics in El Said. Latouf always in good position here. Norman also looking good. Garbelotto. But the Tasmanian still got that 20-metre break coming through and getting 9 laps to go. So that'll be 9 out here for the Tasmanian. Now it's Gebra Celeste leading the chase. Cashin now looking much, much more dominant in this pack. So Gebra Celeste, Cashin, El Said. And then Norman's in great position. Shanahan starting to move up. So as I said, Clifford's got a 3:44 1,500. Probably one of the quicker 1,500 runners in this pack at the moment, although Cashin very, very fast over the 15 as well. So Dale looking strong just behind Latouf. He's got Garbelotto and Shanahan and Baisha just behind him. Then Stote, the marathon runner. That gap just seems to be getting longer and longer out front. As we see, coming down to get 8 laps to go. So Clifford will be at the 1.8 kilometre mark as he comes through. So 8 out. The chasers looking good. They're working well together. Gebrselassie just getting checked a little bit and going onto the inside. Now Cashin moving into third. Norman going with him. Then Alsaid. Kernahan leading Dunnett. Then Bowers, DeLuca and Schaumburg. But approaching 2 kilometres now. 2:53 was that opening kilometre. Let's see if Clifford's just maintaining that pace. As he goes through, he certainly is. If he's not, he's picking it up. 5:41. A great opening 2 kilometres here. This is really on. And what we're seeing is that chase pack working nicely together. Stoat now the one just starting to drift a little bit off the back of that chasing pack. But the rest of them looking very, very strong as Gebrselassie and also Cashin lead the way. But it is Sam Clifford. Great second kilometre there. He's just deciding he's going to do it his way here tonight at Lakeside Stadium. But it's like the peloton just working as I see Clifford just starting to come back a little bit as they get 7 laps to go. So 7 out, Gebrselassie, Cashin, then Norman, Alsaid, Latouf, Garbelotto, Dale, Shanahan, Baisha and Stoats back on him. Gap then to Baggett, Kernahan, Dunnett, Bowers, De Conza, Schaumburg. Now we're seeing the gap starting to really come in as it is DJ Gebrselassie who takes the pack through with him. What was 15 metres became 5. And now we're looking at 2 to 3 metres. So approaching halfway now. So it's around the 7:12 mark as they go through the halfway point here. So last year this event was won 14-11. Lachlan Hurd from the Knox Athletic Club and Casey Caninia, whichever mood he's in. And it is Gebrselassie leading the way. So DJ Geb leads, Clifford, then Cashin. As always, Harry Norman in great position. Stoat still on the back of that pack. No real changes here. So Kernahan being told to just pick it up because they're slowing down. So Gebrselassie leads. Clifford now has got some company. He's using it. As they come around 8 minutes, 8:05 as they go through and they are approaching the 3 kilometre mark. So Gebrselassie, I don't think he's ever won a Victorian title. He'd love to have that next to his name, former Tasmanian, and he has a Tasmanian right with him at the moment. So the Mentone athlete leads the way. Cashin looking dangerous though. Now it looks like Clifford moving forward once again. Shanahan also looking dangerous. They're all ready to poise here. I think the pace has gone off a little bit as we go through 8:42 at the 3K mark, 8:42 at 3K. So pace is slowing down. It was a 3-minute K. So now it's getting quite tactical out front. You can see Shanahan just going alongside his teammate there in Cashin. Norman. Baisha still in the mix. Dale still up there. Garbelotto at the rear of the pack with Stoat. Bit of a gap now to Baggett. Bowers breaking away from Dunnett. Also De Conza and Kernahan. So the pack just content to let Gebrselassie do the work out front. So DJ Geb leads it into the home straight to get 4 laps to go. So Clifford's still in the mix here as they hit the 1 mile to go mark. So 1 mile out And it's Clifford alongside Gebra Celesi. Stoat now moving right up into the pack, and Garbalotto moves up, then moves back. A little bit of confusion there as they're really bunched. That means the pace has gone right off. So Latouf at the rear of the pack there. Baggett about to be joined by Bowers. DeConza in next position. Kernahan done it. Will we see a change of lead? As Gebra Celesi's done the work for the last few laps and the pace has gone off. The bunched pack. I think there's 11 of them up there. So 11 still in the mix here. Will we see a move from Cashin anytime soon? We saw him break away in that 3K last week when he ran an 8:01. Had the pacer Hussey do a great job with him, but he really tore that field apart. Norman was a big finisher last week. He has got a kick, so you don't want Harry Norman around if you're heading towards that last lap. So some of the grinders here, like your Baishes or your Stoats, they need to make some damage here. Alsaid's still in the mix. Dale hanging on beautifully. Garbalotto in the pack and on the rail. Now they're really starting to come together. So Clifford looks like he wants to move forward. I reckon Cashin would love to get out there as well, but he's boxed in by his teammate in Shanahan. So 3 to go, the last 1,200. Schaumburg coming into the straight. But out front, Gebra Celesi still leads as they hit the 4 kilometre mark. So they're going through the 4K in 11:39. 11:39 through the 4K mark. Schaumburg now coming through to get 3 to go. 11 runners still in the mix here. Bowers alongside Baggett. Then DeConza. Kernahan, done it. This is going to be one hell of a last 2 laps here. You have got 11 men vying for this title. So it's Clifford. Bosch is doing the outside move. Now Cashin makes his move 2 out. So Cashin on the inside. Norman follows him. How the hell do they get through on the inner lane? But they did it. And it's our 2 favourites starting to go for it now. Clifford's still up there. Shanahan deciding he wants to go as well. And he's going to go out to the outside. So it is Liam Cashin leading the way. Harry Norman. Shanahan. Clifford's still there. Baisha wants to be part of the action. Stoat's really going for it here. Not renowned for his 5,000 metre running, but Nathan Stoat, the half marathon and marathon expert, he is looking good 2 laps out. So 600 to go. Race in about 6 or 7 now, the few being dropped. Gebra Celesi being one of those and also Dale. But out front, it looks like Norman's the man. So can Harry Norman snare a Victorian Championship here? The Yarra Rangers fans are going pretty crazy here on the sidelines because wouldn't they love their man to get up here for a Vic Gold? Norman, Shanahan, Clifford's not done with yet as they hit the bell, so it's going to be Harry Norman leading. The 2 Western A's boys would love to get on the podium as well. Clifford going with them. Gap then to Alsaid, then Baisha, Stoat. Garbalotto still in it. Latouf suffering. And then we see Gebra Celesi and Dale. Plenty of pain on the faces here as we see them head into the back straight the last time. Norman leading. Gee, Shanahan looks good though. And Clifford's coming back again. The early leader is really launching for it. Let's get behind all of them here. This is a very exciting race. 200 out. Norman goes again. Clifford could be the raider here. The Tasmanian wants a little piece of the action as we see Cashin. Is he being dropped? So it's Norman going again and he's extending the lead. So can he take a debut Victorian Championship? Norman storming home. That sounds good, doesn't it? And it looks like the young man from Yarra Range, he's got the crowd support here. They're coming at him again. He looks around. Schaumburg being lapped. Harry Norman, he's going to take it. What a run. 14-13 unofficial. Clifford, Cashin, then Shanahan. What a championship. What a race. Everyone had their go at it, but Norman takes it. What a run. Crystal coming across the line there. Sorry, I'm a bit hoarse. Bowers, Baggett, DeConza, Kernahan. Wow, we'll be talking about that 5,000 metre race for a while to come. Kernahan crossed the line under the 15-minute mark. And Lee Schaumburg, last one out there. And Harry Norman, very exciting men's 5,000 metre race.